Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the RavPower 2800 milliamp hour cell for the Samsung Galaxy S4. I know the Samsung Galaxy S4 is a little old at this point, but it works great for me, and I'm sure a lot of people are still using theirs too. Now, the reason I picked the RavPower 2800 milliamp cell is because it's 200 milliamp hours more than the original equipment from Samsung. It's 2600 milliamp hour. Now, the other thing that the original has is something called an NFC antenna or NFC enabled cell. So basically it allows near field communications. Now, what's near field communications? It allows you to use Google Wallet on pay terminals. It allows you to bump two phones together and transfer data. Also, it allows me to connect to my NFC Bluetooth device here. Basically, all I have to do is pass the phone over it. It connects to it. It senses it and connects to it, no problem, automatically. So that's a neat thing, and that's what I'll be using to test to see if this has NFC in it, because they say it does. Now, I'll show you a picture of it here. I bought this on Amazon. It's here on the screen somewhere, and basically, this is what it looks like. I've got it here in the package, but I'll take it out of the package and I will weigh the two together and see if there's any differences in size for us. Then I will test it fully. But basically what you can see here on the screen is that it is the model RCB600BE, voltage 3.8 volts, and capacity 2800 milliamp hours. Also, it says it's 10.64 milliwatt hours. So it's just a conversion. But regardless, we'll test it out. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it has NFC on it, and then I'll wrap it up for you and see whether it's worth it or not. Now, I paid a premium for it. It's $12.99 on Amazon. You can buy one of these cheaper, probably around $9, but it's 2600 milliamp hours. Again, this is 200 more milliamp hours than the original. So I'm thinking it's going to last longer. Let's hope. Oh, and I don't think I'll be using the grinder on this one, but you never know. All right, the packaging for this RavPower 2800 milliamp hour cell for the Galaxy S4, Samsung Galaxy S4, looks fairly basic. I mean, I wouldn't have any problem giving it to somebody as a present or a gift. Let's take a look at the back here. All right, there's basically what we got. Nothing really, special. Don't disassemble or modify the battery, blah, blah, blah. Basically the warnings, advantages, it's, tells you about the cell. Nothing really great there. RavPower, the web page, big deal. Okay, so basically packaging looks nice. You could give it as a gift. I can give it as a gift without any problem. It has a safety seal there, but that doesn't really matter because you can easily just pop off the cell. Now, I was concerned maybe I'd be getting something that somebody could have opened up and put back in the package because of the way the packaging was. But here's the thing. The whole thing is plastic safety. Well, you can see it's got a plastic wrap all the way around it, which makes me feel good about it because it basically tells me at this point that more than likely it's never been used because, well, and there's, if you look at the contacts, there's no marks on the contacts at all. So I'm glad that it's nicely shrink wrapped and sealed so that I know that it's never been used before. So I'm going to pop it out of that and then we'll weigh it up. So here we have it out of the plastic. You can see it. It says RavPower on it. Nice packaging, not a problem. It's exactly the same size as the OEM on this side here. This is the original equipment manufacturer, Samsung cell that came with my phone. Exactly the same size. No big deal in the back. This little sticker here is the serial number. I peeled it off to see if there's anything underneath it. There wasn't. And if we look on top, you'll see that the contacts and everything are exactly the same. One thing that's missing on the RavPower is this little sticker. This little sticker is a watermark sticker. Basically, if this cell ever got wet, that would turn pink. This one doesn't have one, but who cares? I'll know if it gets wet. The phone's out of warranty anyway. So that's what that's there for, so that if you take it back to whoever, AT&T or Samsung or whatever, and they say, oh, well, it's pink, you got it wet, that's why it doesn't work. Well, who cares? I'm past that point on the phone anyway. So here we got both of them, the usual warnings on the back. Let's weigh them up and see what the differences are. All right, the original Samsung cell, 39.9 grams or 1.4 ounces. And the RavPower 49.9. Well, sorry, 45.9 grams. That's considerably heavier. And seeing as they claim that it has 200 milliamp hours more power than the Samsung cell, that's probably how they're doing it. There's extra material in this battery. Obviously, it's heavier, 49.9 grams, or in ounces, 1.619 ounces. So, sort of explains to me how they got more power out of the cell. They actually have more material in it, or they have heavier material in it. Next, we're going to test the near field communication antenna, or NFC antenna, in the cell itself, and see if that's working properly. After that, we're going to test and see what the capacity of the battery actually is. Okay, here we have the little NFC Bluetooth cube I'm going to use. Basically, it's just a device that allows you to connect anything to Bluetooth, like a set of earphones or stereo or whatever. But it does have the nice feature of having NFC, near field communication. So basically what it means is when I get the phone near it, it should allow me to connect automatically. Okay, I'm going to do a quick tutorial on NFC and Bluetooth here just for the sake of it. Since this is Bluetooth and NFC, both those features have to be turned on your phone. If they're not, they're never going to work. So let's go into our settings. You can see that Bluetooth is grayed out there. But I'm just going to hit the window button next to the gear. And then you can see all our settings. So NFC, which is right down there, is also turned off. So we're going to turn on NFC. There it is, NFC. So you can see now that it's on. We're going to go back to Bluetooth. Just hold down the Bluetooth and turn it on. Okay. And here it's been previously paired. I'm going to unpair the H266. That's what this thing is. So now there's nothing in there. And NFC is on. Everything's off. Back to the start. Now I'm just going to wave it over this device. Make sure it's on. Yes, it is. So basically, there we go. Sees it. So the NFC antenna on this, cell, the RavPower 2800 is working. I click on yes. It'll say pairing H266, and if we look at our Bluetooth settings right now, we should see it connecting right there, and it is. So perfect. And just to prove that it is the RavPower, there it is inside the phone. So that's fully functional. So we know NFC. The NFC antenna on that cell or battery works. All right, let's basically, I'm going to give you what I used as parameters for discharging the cell. And I noticed that, well, I tested the cell phone, and the cell phone fully charges the RavPower cell up to 4.31 volts when it's full. So when the phone says this thing's fully charged inside it, the voltage on it is 4.31 volts. So that's what I set my charger to at the top end. Now, when it's fully discharged, it's 3.50 volts. So I went from fully charged to fully discharged, 3.50 volts, because that's what the phone basically uses the cell as. Anything past that is really irrelevant. The phone doesn't use it. So it gave me 2,432 milliamp hours of performance out of that range. Now, it may be no problem be able to get another 400 milliamp hours out of this if we drain it down to, say, 3.0 volts. But the cell will never go there inside the phone. So really, it's delivering 2,400 milliamp hours into my phone, judging by the parameters that the phone itself sets up. Now, you say, okay, that's not bad. I don't think it's bad. My Samsung original cell, it was a 2,600 milliamp cell, so basically it's 200 milliamp hours less than the RavPower cell is. This one's over a year old, and it's giving me 2,013 milliamp hours for the same test. So the RavPower actually has about 20% more power than the original 1-year-old cell that was in my cell phone. So, not great. Here's why it's not great. Now, I can't fault the RavPower for you know, misleading anybody, because it is a 2800 milliamp hour cell. The problem is that it can't deliver that amount of milliamp hours to the phone. So let me show you something here. If we go to Amazon, you can see that the RavPower, and I will put links to all this stuff in the video description below, so just go there and you'll get the links for this stuff. You can buy it from the same sellers I bought it from. And if you go to the RavPower on Amazon, you can see that it's $12.99. Now, if you go over here to still on Amazon, you can see that you can get a 2600 milliamp hour cell for $5.58. That's less than half the price of the RavPower. So it's 200 milliamp hours less and half the price. So you can see why I can't really recommend the RavPower from a value standpoint. From a battery standpoint, perfectly fine battery. It does exactly what they say it's supposed to do. But from a value standpoint, I just can't see justifying paying twice as much for the OEM Samsung cell over the RavPower cell. I just can't see why you'd want to do that. And you can even go cheaper. If you see it on eBay, you can get one for $4.68. So the Samsung cell. So, you know, I can't diss the actual RavPower cell. I think it's perfectly fine, and I'm going to be happy to have it. But from a value standpoint, it's just better just to get yourself the OEM 2600 milliamp hour cell for half the price. You could actually buy two of these for less than you buy one of these. So you could charge one up, keep it as a spare, and have another one inside your phone. So again, nice battery, not a great value. So next I'll show you how to install the cell, remove the cell and install the cell in the phone, just for, you know, your own reference, and then we'll wrap it up. So if we're going to remove the battery, first thing you need to do is turn the phone off. So just hold the power button down after you access the main screen. Click on power off. Wait for it to actually go blank. There we go. And at this point, we're going to take the back cover off. You see that there's a little tab on the upper left-hand corner with the camera facing up. And all you need to do is just pry that tab, put your fingernail underneath that, pry that tab off, and peel the back off like that. Then we have the cell right here, and there's a little notch down here that you can put your fingernail underneath that and lift the back off like so. So there's the battery out of there. Next thing you need to do is put the new battery in, and notice that the contacts are on the left hand side along with these contacts here. So just make sure that the two mate. So you start with the top first like so, drop it down, that's it. Put the cover back on, and it's just basically pressure. Make sure you press it all the way around the edges till it's all clicked in like so, and turn it back on again. There we go. That's how you change the battery. That's it for my video. Hopefully this video helped you make a more informed buying decision when it comes to getting a battery for your Samsung Galaxy S4. Now, I'll have links to these batteries in the video description below. Just click down here in the video description and you'll get the links to the sellers I bought these from online. Now, if this video helped you out in some way, or if you like this video, do me a favor, click on the like button at the bottom right hand side and give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. It helps my channel and my video as well. Also, somewhere here on the screen you should see a picture of me. That's a subscription link. Click on that and you'll be subscribed to my channel. And if you hit the notification button as well, you'll get a notification every time I put a new video up. Once again, and like always, I want to thank you for your time and for watching.